Hi, fellow YouTubers. My name is Cherry Christian on here. I see I have 0 views. Um, I'm okay with that. I understand to some people I must be boring or I don't have enough videos up. As you saw, my brother Dominique has a couple, and his second channel is awesome. He's doing all topics that come to his head and whatnot. Me, on the other hand, I try not to say anything that might offend people, but at the same time, I am opinionated. If you can't hear me in this video, I'm very sorry. It's just, I got the TV on so my kids will stay asleep. Um, my favorite topic, I have to say right now, is the way the economy is. I've seen some pretty messed up crap over the last 10 years. And let me tell you, it's not beautiful. I decided back in 2007 that I wanted to see what it'd be like to be homeless just for 2 days. 2 days. I came back after one. Lucky enough, I had a home to come to, but it it was horrible. You had to like beg for food, and sometimes the shelter had to turn you away. I countered plenty of women that were at the shelter that were prostitutes, druggies, drug dealers themselves, or were all three. And it made me sad. And there was a woman there who told me that she was pregnant at the time with her fourth child. She had 3 miscarriages. And I told her, don't tell anyone here, but I'm about 2 months pregnant at the time. She looked at me and said, baby girl, you don't need to be here. If you got a family, go home. Who cares if you came here with a guy or not? Go home. And that was the last time I saw her. I've never seen her since. Don't know if she had the kid. Don't know what happened to her. And in 2008, I lived in a city for a while. I had my own apartment. I was so excited. It was my first apartment. I was on my own finally, just me and my daughter. And like most young mothers at that time, I was dumb, not thinking with the right brain. And I ended up pregnant in 2008. Had her, her sister in November 2008. Now I have 2 kids. I'm under the age of 30, but yet I have 2 kids. Most people would consider me a failure at the fact that I had kids and I've never been married. And then there are others that would say, you're blessed and just take what you got and be happy with it. And then a lot of people have judgments. Like one of my daughters is very light skinned and looks just like my mother. People always ask my mom when she's with her, is that your daughter? And I'll be standing right next to my mom and I'm like, um, no, that's my daughter. That's her granddaughter. One time my mom, just because she could see how pissed I was, said, no, that's my granddaughter, and this woman right here next to me, that's my daughter. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Oh, but oh my gosh, when I had my second daughter, nobody asked questions. Nobody assumed shit. They were like, oh, that's yours. We already know that. She got curly hair like you, skin complexion like you. Oh. But just because a kid has a few shades lighter than their mother or their father does not mean that that's not their kid. You have no right to assume shit. I've assumed a lot of shit. And that's wrong. You can't just go up to somebody and look at them and say, oh, just because your kid is, looks like they have a perfect tan and you're pale as a ghost, that you're not the mother. It doesn't work that way. A parent is a parent, whether you give birth to them or you adopted them. That's still a child. I grew up my whole life in the suburbs. The first taste I had a city, I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. I had to be out there. But then I saw that the city was really not too much entirely different from the suburbs, just a little more extreme in some parts. What I'm trying to say is, for every time in your life, no matter you have children or not, don't just look at somebody in disgust and say, oh, look, that person has blah, 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 how many kids, and she's not married. Or, oh, she got all these different babies' daddies coming up in her house. How many kids is she gonna have? Or, ooh, can you believe this guy? He think he this shit, and he has all these babies not taking care of him. Okay, stop it with the baby mama drama, and stop it with the baby father bullshit. No one wants to hear about your drama about how your baby's father left or how the baby's mother left, and yada yada so forth. It didn't work out. Get over it. No one wants to hear it anymore. So I'm gonna end my random discussion by saying this. I like going to church. I'm a religious person, not extremely religious, but I will say this, and I don't care if it offends you or not. But God bless you, and don't take anything you have currently in your life for granted. Be thankful for your family, your friends, the roof over your head, the clothes on your back, and the food in your fridge. Because you don't know how many people out there right now would die to be in your spot. Anyways, have a good night, and may God be with you. Thanks for your time. Bye.